because this is going to be huge. Healing wave, single target heals, shielding, and poison. Actually, what's the breaks hidden walls, moves heavy blocks? Actually, I haven't found one that can move heavy blocks yet. Alright, yeah, let's just play as the toad. Okay. But just like Pokemon, everybody has like weaknesses and strengths. And you want to try to exploit that as much as possible. There we go, you received a blob egg. Now you need to hatch it. Open the inventory menu and try to hatch it. So on a rare occasion, you get eggs, which you use to hatch the monsters. You don't catch them, you hatch them. Also, the other awesome thing is each monster, you can attach weapons and accessories to them, and it'll increase their abilities as well. That is your first monster. You hatched it by yourself. Right now it is weak, so you will need to train it. There's much more for you to learn too, and you and that blob are quite alike. Let's continue on the Keeper's Trail. It will lead us to old Buran, an old friend of mine. He is a patient teacher to all young keepers who seek guidance. I advise you listen to him very carefully. And your party is comprised of six monsters, but you use 3 at a time, and you can fight up to a max of 3 at a time. So let's do an arcane bolt, tackle, and you can see at the top left there's a combo meter. So basically, as you do more attacks, the damage stacks. You know, like I think 5% per attack. Hey Waffles, thanks for alert. Hope you have a good day. Unlike Pokemon, you don't have a limit on the times that you can use an ability. It's totally reliant on your mana, which each monster gains back mana per turn. Each ability has different mana costs. Also, unlike Pokemon, you don't have to worry about healing in between. Based on the effectiveness of your combat strategy, you get a rating of 1 to 5 stars. Earning a higher rating increases your chances of getting better drops like rare monster eggs. Basically, you know, the better you do in combat, the higher the chances of getting an egg. Young Keeper. 'Tis the Keeper's Trail's beginning. For all men, beast and sanctuary has beginning. As your monster gain experience in combat, they will increase in level. This allows them to gain new skills. You should take a look at the skill tree menu. So now we have one skill point to apply here. And I think what we'll want to do is probably the chance to apply poison at 10% chance. We'll get that in there first because poison attacks are going to be pretty substantial. Alright, so we got a Cestus, which gives 30% attack in magic and 15 defense. Hey friend, you were just starting as a monster keeper, right? Did you find some equipment for your monsters already? You can make your monsters stronger by equipping them. Then we have a kunai, which is actually better. That has mana regen. Mana regen is going to actually help a lot. That way you can keep up with your stronger abilities, because the cost of the abilities can get pretty hefty. Hey fellow keeper, did you know that every single one of your monsters possesses a special ability? Some can be used to get rid of certain obstacles. Also, you might encounter some destructible walls like the one behind me. Go on and try to hit it with some of your monster's abilities. We got a vital ring here, since the frog is our tank. Or that's at least what his passive ability is for. Although we haven't unlocked it yet. We'll start combat here. There we go, got a poison. Alright, for the blob, he has acid rain, which will break armor, and some mana regen for the whole party, which is really good. And then we can also increase the healing ability, or give him a poison attack. So what we'll do first is give him the slime shot. We'll build will poison enemies. Man prospered through generations, founded cities and nations, connected by dirt and wheel, and later by steam and steel. Alright, we got a bracelet with some mana regen. Some defense and crit chance. Right, Keeper's Stronghold. Left, Keeper's Trail. What about down? Copper. Once you get a little bit further in the game, you unlock a blacksmith that increases your that you can use to upgrade your equipment. Alright, so we'll go ahead and slime shot, get the poison attack there. And then mud shot. Hopefully get a poison there. That's a free attack on both. Albeit small damage at this point, but eventually it becomes much stronger. Alright. Got our third party member, Vero, which I actually didn't capture in my first playthrough. And instead of leveling them up at level 1, they start at I think the minimum level of your party monsters. Let's see, I don't know what his abilities are. So we could do buff and then a random buff. We use him as a buffer for the rest of the party. Man knew of those who wait in the woods and caverns beyond, yet for the treasures within he longed, for the greed of kings was great. Alright, so we'll buff everybody with might. And then let's go ahead and slime shot. Burst. Ah, so close. Those two should die. Go ahead and heal. All right, got a magma pillar. And an additional skill point. Let's go ahead and we will kind of want to get mana proc. For the magma pillar, definitely want him in the party actually over the bird. So let's rearrange the team. Right. And a region 12. To focus on magic. And then we can go ahead and give the bird the morning star. Oh shit. I think it will both die on this turn. Yep. Right, for the Lob. Let's see. Go ahead and do the combo healing. Ben plunged into deepest abyss. Forage, attacked, and slew. These endeavors were without solace, a cost on humanity nobody knew. Alright, so we can attack. What the hell was that? So we could burn vines with the magma pillar. This was actually one of my favorite, the cat zerkers. Starting out, they're really quite strong when you build them right. So hopefully we'll get one. Which I find you come across a lot of monsters that kind of fill the role of the spectral wolf, but not so many that fill kind of like the other roles that you're looking for. Healing is always important, so it's nice to have. I mean, in my opinion, you'll always want to use like your spectral wolf. That's like your story, or like your spectral monster. You know, it's like what they base the story around is like, that one's yours. So when you don't use it, it seems kind of weird to me. So as you're running, you know, into issues with healing or applying debuffs, you know, the wolf kind of lacks in that regard. So by the end of it, you know, the point that I'm at now, it's kind of like, man, I wish I had, you know, a more dedicated healer as opposed to having to resort to switching out like my spectral wolf for someone that might be a better fit for the party. So the reason why I'm going to get Mud Cannon here is because we'll want these two Weaken and Healing Wave and Toxic Feedback. We'll want to pretty much max out this tree. And probably not so much this section. We'll probably just get a Bubble Burst and the Cascade. and probably call it on this section here, and then max out the other 3 as best as we can. We'll want this apply burn. We'll continue. Crit ring, we're gonna save that. Hopefully we'll get the Cat Zerker. Because we don't really need this slime, right? I mean, we can't stack poison yet. So really it would be nice to have, you know, poison, a burn, and a strong attacker. Or strong buffer. Sweet, we got the Cat Zerker. The other thing about the blob is he doesn't have really any strong attacks, you know, like he just can heal and apply debuffs, which is, you know, his kind of like shtick. I mean, he has healing wave, heal mastery, so he is really good at healing. You know, so he will always, until we get better healers, have a place in the party for sure. But Cat Zerker is pretty decent himself. He's got lifesteal, healing monsters in the party with the lowest health by whenever he attacks. He can do strong crit damage or cause bleeding, which is nice. He's got an AoE party attack that applies bleed. So let's switch Cat Zerker. And we'll put the crit. Crit ring, vital ring on him. So he should already be, he's at 25% crit, but he'll actually be at 45% crit on his first attack. So eventually when we unlock a bleed ability, it'll pretty much guarantee someone will start bleeding. But then came the 4, free from greed or any other sin, who listened to the voice within, struck a wound to the realm's core. Let's see. Go ahead and get that. It's not so much important for our main monster. From this wound rivers flowed, and mountains grew mighty and cold. 'Tis the only place for any creature that lives in peace within its nature. Like, see how fast? Like, he just rips through enemies. Alright, so we got a Yowie. Should have called him Yowie Mandel. Let's see. So he's got chill abilities and increase with water damage. Mana regen for the party. Looks like he can kind of tank for you as well. And healing each turn by 4% of the max health. So he's like a paladin.